This is a fan perspective of Týr's Battle Ballads, the brand new album from the band Týr. And yeah, I have to talk about this album because it is fucking phenomenal. I have listened to this album from front to back many times now, and for the last weekend I just can't get enough of it, and I have to do a video on this one because yeah, this one needs I need to talk about this one. Battle Ballads is the 9th studio album from folk metal masters Týr, and it might be their best album. I've listened to all of them, and this one is near the top of the list for that. And yeah, it's just a top tier album. Hard from the opening second on the first song, hammered, blasting something a little bit new from the band, as it's prog folk. It's a prog folk album that has a lot of like progressive elements in it while also having classic elements to it, like classical stuff. And it's just, it hits every fucking second of this album. Every single minute, every single second is just non-stop greatness. And yeah, there is not a wasted moment on the album. It's fantastic from beginning to end. I've listened to it many times. I've listened to this album many times and have enjoyed it every single time I've listened to it. It gives what fans of folk metal want and eat up, but adding new elements for them to discover and enjoy. It adds new stuff to what usually the folk metal listeners will go into. There's more of that prog element in there that is actually done quite well, and a lot of the stuff is quite melodic in that sense as well. Carrying that, there's a lot of melody in there, and love that. I'd say Battle Ballads is a unique piece from this band, and that went from an idea, ran with it, and made an epic out of it. Yeah, I just fucking love this album. This album is just so fucking good. All of the songs on this album are fantastic, and I can't get enough of them. Albums like Battle Ballads is the reason why Týr is one of the greatest in folk metal, the greatest at folk metal as well. Yeah, 5 standouts. Hammered, starting off with a banger. The first song in the album shows this is going to be a great experience, and kind of gets it off started with what I mentioned before. Unwandered Ways, right after Hammered, Unwandered Ways hits with a fantastic folk riff. The rhythm and the song produces is infectious and brilliant. One of my favorites on this album for a very big reason. Row, I have to mention Row as well. Have to mention this one as I love how heavy it starts out, and then it is epic. It's epic from the beginning, but it gets more epic after the heaviness starts. The opening part is fantastic with the drums, as the rhythm wouldn't be as hard hitting if the drums weren't there. The drums are absolutely fantastic on this song in particular. I don't know how to say this one. I'm going to try, hopefully, but it is my favorite song on this album. Torquil's Dotour, I think it is. Hopefully I said it right. If I didn't, oh well. This is my favorite song on this album. It is one of those songs that have an epic wonder to it, being slow in the beginning and absolutely soaring farther in. It is one of Tyr's best songs, in my opinion. It's the best on this album, and one that I have listened to on repeat so many times, even more than the other songs. Battle Ballads, the title track. Of course, the Battle Ballads title track has got to be on here as well. This is a great title track that is infectious and epic. The song is one of the heaviest while also being melodic all at the same time. It's just an absolute masterpiece. And yeah, just how the fucking song is put together is just absolutely epic. The song is just an absolute epic. But yeah, this album, absolutely fantastic. If you're a fan of folk metal or a fan of metal that wants to get into folk metal, this one would be a good one to start with because, well, yeah, it has a lot of different fucking elements to it, and a lot of different, and it's really, really, really fucking deep. It's very deep, and yeah, it just has a lot of stuff you could like enjoy on this, and yeah. So that's what I think of Tyr's Battle Ballads as a fan of Týr. Been a fan of them for years. Um, but yeah, this one might be my favorite from. Like, I'll just have to re-listen to all the albums, maybe do a ranking on this band. But yeah, Týr Battle Ballads might be my favorite album from this group. It might be. We'll find out in the future, hopefully. But yeah. Hope everyone liked it, and I will see everyone whenever I decide to upload again, which release day tomorrow. So stay tuned for that.